Alright, what's going on, everyone? This is basically just going to be an overview of how our models work, and we're going to be using our MLB model that's fully built in code for this. And instead of making you read a whole lot, I'm just going to walk through the daily process of how our models run and kind of explain the working parts in and out. So the first thing I'm basically going to start with is how we collect the scores to check the bets. So basically, after every day, is store what the model outputs, and then the next morning you have to check the scores to verify if those bets are won or not. So the first thing we have to do is figure out how to get the final scores. So this is all built in R, by the way. R is a coding language that is mainly meant for data analysis and manipulation and different stuff like that. But this model is fully built in R with a little bit of Python, but not really totally necessary. So yeah, the first thing we're doing is taking the scores from Baseball Reference, and it's basically just a scraper that gets all of the scores into this data frame right here that basically just attaches the team name to the amount of runs they scored in yesterday's game. That's kind of it for just getting the final scores. Then I basically take yesterday's model output, so what the model predicted, merge it with the final scores so you can kind of tell the results of winning or losing, and then that all gets filtered down into a combined data set that then I can run the numbers on, see how many units we lost and won. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this whole page. It's about 350 lines of code, but does not take long, and after that's over, we will have the results for the day. So now after running that, we basically tracked the results of how the model did yesterday, and it's all exported into images here. So for example, we have NRFI, Moneyline, Spread, all tracked and automatically exported into an image so we can easily track and see which parts of the model are doing well and which parts aren't. So that's the first step of every day, and we also have to do that with our no-run first inning model, so I'm just going to run that real quick. After that's done, we are now prepared to kind of run the model and set it up for the day. So the first thing we basically have to do is scrape the odds for the games. I have a back-end website kind of set up for that is kind of complicated to explain in one video, but essentially I scrape the odds off online sources. There's then a lot of validations and data matching in this web scraping portion, and I also get the current data for hitting and pitching and different part factors from the MLB R package. We then move on to the calculations portion of it after we run the web scraper, of course. In the calculations portion, we kind of calculate our model and all the analytical kind of jumbo, whatever you want to call it. So this is where our math and models are actually created and made and then applied to the current day matchups. So essentially it looks at the matchups and does calculations based off that. It's not just generalizations that get adjusted for the matchups. At the end, it all gets spit out into this one table called matchup raw that has basically all the info for that game that I would ever need. This is probably double the data that actually gets exported out into our real model, but this has odds, team ID, different stuff such as projected raw runs, plate appearances, batters faced per game, the bullpen strength, the projected at-bats versus the starter, projected at-bats versus the bullpen, projected runs against, projected runs against the pen, and literally like everything that's calculated from our model gets exported out into this table. Then, after running the calculations portion of it, we are ready to go to the model output, which is kind of where all the magic happens. So the first thing we have to do is create the model output kind of data tables. So we take that matchup raw that I just showed you guys and filter it down, make some adjustments, and add different stuff such as units, weighting, seeing the edges, and different stuff like that. After everything's all prepared, we then make the tables that we export and upload to our website every day. So essentially these tables are created in code and basically takes all of the data that's just been calculated from running those past 2 scripts and puts them in a nice, easy to see table, such as over here, that gets sent out to our subscribers every day. So yeah, run that. No problem. And money lines, spreads, and totals all exported. So then our next step is figuring out how we upload them to our subscribers. So this actually took a very, very, very long time and is fully custom built, but basically a custom website for us that we upload our picks to every day. You can go log in and get your picks easily. There's a back end for us admins, and we can log in, and this is how we upload the picks every day. So as you see, I'm in upload picks. We have all our different packages. Go to MLB subscription, and we're just going to want to upload moneyline bets. Upload it. Then we do the same thing for spread bets and the same thing for total bets. Then we come over here to the picks posted, send out the email to all the MLB subscribers, and if you have an active MLB subscription with us, you get an email ping that basically just says the picks are uploaded for the day. So say now I was a subscriber and I just got the email. I come to this website that's linked in the email, or just picks.wizardanalytics.com. I go to get picks, and basically all these options won't show up for you. They'll only show up for the certain subscriptions you have. So if you have NHL and MLB, only NHL and MLB be here. But we come over to the MLB tab, the picks that I just uploaded, and in about the span of 5 minutes, without me explaining everything, we get this uploaded, and it's almost fully automated at this point, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's kind of the process on how we do everything that we do, and our kind of daily process every day on how the picks get uploaded, and a little bit of insight on how our models work. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM us on Twitter, reach out on Instagram, or even email us, which is all linked on our website. I want to thank everyone for supporting and being a loyal follower of Wizard, or being interested in how this kind of stuff works. If you're new to it, being introduced to it. We'll have some more content coming out in the future, hopefully. And yeah.